Hi there, this is your friend Anna, and the question that I've been getting the most from all of my friends is, what are we wearing? This age-old question isn't just about choosing an outfit, it's about choosing how we present ourselves to the world. I created the I Want Her Shoes podcast to dive deep into what it means to dress with intention, whether you're heading to a council meeting or just having a casual day out with your family. Join the conversation as we explore the power of personal style and the decisions that shape our public personas. Put on your favorite pair of shoes and step into my closet. Welcome back to the I Want Her Shoes podcast, where we sit down with powerhouse women redefining success on their own terms, one bold step at a time. I'm your host, Anna Anisin, and today's guest is a remarkable mix of entrepreneur, mom, wife, and community builder. Meet Ashley Targuello, co-founder and co-CEO of CanWe app, a platform crafted to help people go from real meaningful connections in the digital world. And with a background as a Division I athlete, which is amazing, a scholar of international politics and languages, and leader determined to bridge tech, wellness, and human connection. I love that, Ashley.
Yes, thanks for having me.
You bring insight, grit, and heart to everything that you touch. And in this episode, we're going to dive into how Ashley shifted from sports and PR to tech startup founder, how motherhood and entrepreneurship intersect in her daily life, and why building community may be the most powerful business strategy of all. And whether you're a founder, a mom, a connector, or someone longing to find your tribe, Ashley's story will inspire you to show up with intention, purpose, and authentic connection. And before we dive into all this good stuff, Ashley, tell me a little bit about yourself. What are your roots and what brought you here to this beautiful city?
Hit all the main points. So originally I'm from New York, New Jersey. And I did, like you said, Division I basketball, like first 2 years of college. I transferred.
That is so hard. I tried basketball when I was in middle school and I broke like a finger. And I was like, no, it's not for me.
I had a few hand casts because of fingers, broken fingers. But yeah, so I loved it. That was like my passion. I hung up my sneakers after my sophomore year, so I did 2 years and transferred to NYU. And there I did it was really fun. It was perfect, honestly, because I was working as well with the New York Rangers doing PR. And studying and just like living the New York City lifestyle. And at the time, I started dating my now husband. So I was 20, a junior in college, and he was 35. And we were going long distance back and forth. We didn't skip a weekend seeing each other.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, it was exciting, fun. It was awesome. And he was living here. So naturally, after I graduated, I moved to Miami, and here we are. I love it. I can never go anywhere else. I'm obsessed with Miami.
I love that story. And I'm really glad that I met you. I think I saw you at the Mother of AI Summit.
Right.
I remember seeing you and your husband present on stage. So and you had your son there as well.
Yeah, that's right. He was sick that day, so he didn't go to school. And I was like, you know what? We're doing it.
Well, I mean, that's amazing. Just shows that you could sometimes do it all, right?
Totally.
So, and in a stylish way, because you were really looking wonderful as well. So
thank you so much.
And Ashley, you've done so many wonderful things, like you said, from Division I basketball to studying Chinese. Gosh, that's so cool. And international politics at NYU to public relations to being a tech entrepreneur. How did you navigate those transitions? And what were some of the common threads that guided you along the way?
So I would say navigating the transitions in life, you have to be open to change and growth. And I feel like especially in that time of like right after college, when you're young, people feel so insecure. And even going into college, like you feel like you have to know what you want to do for the rest of your life.
Right.
And it's such the wrong approach. It's like, be open to opportunity, be open to change, to pivot, to reinvent yourself. And I feel like even as a co-founder and co-CEO of a tech company where like I feel so set in like my path right now, I'm still open to like what opportunities and what doors are going to open and learning from other people. And I'm constantly learning. Like I love being the dumbest one in the room, you know,
Yeah.
and like learning from other people. And so transitioning, I would say just you have to be open to growth and reinvent and not be insecure of like, what are people going to think if I try this? Starting a new podcast.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I remember specifically, like, when I first started it, I went to an event and this one woman was like, how are you going to monetize a podcast? There's like thousands of them, you know?
Totally.
And I was like, I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? And
Yeah.
look where we are now. We just passed 65,000 downloads today.
Yay! That's awesome.
Okay, so I think that's a great answer because, as I mentioned, like, it's hard to monetize something, right? But if you go for it anyways, you never know where you could be.
Totally, and people along the way are gonna try and talk you out of it, and scare you, and how are you gonna do this, and what, you know, people are gonna think that, who cares? Go for it. If that's what you want, go for it. Break that wall down and don't stop. And so that's how I have navigated all of these transitions. Is just, you know what, this is what I'm doing, and I own it shamelessly.
Yeah, I love that. That's so beautiful, Ashley.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing that. And tell us now the story about CanWe app, its mission, its evolution, and its current focus. I joined it, and
Awesome.
I really like the UI, and it looks really nice and easy to use and fun, like it's
Thank you.
inviting. So tell us more.
Yeah, so the mission of CanWe has always been to help people live happier, healthier, and longer lives. And how do you do that? Through human connection. So we're currently living in the loneliest times ever, right?
I know, that's so scary to think about that, but it's true.
So scary, and people don't realize the consequences of loneliness. And mental health is like a huge topic right now, right? People talk a lot about mental health, but it also has major consequences to your physical health. I mean,
Right.
it's really like one of the worst things for you. And so we're creating this movement back to human connection, back to sitting and having a chat with someone in person. And I'm sure you have heard of Dan Buettner, who leads the theory of the blue zones. And so basically he did a whole study on the longest living citizens, the centennials, people that live to or past 100. And one of the main components was community, was human connection. And it seems so basic, but really we need to go back to basics. We need
Right.
to so we say on CanWe, we use tech to get people off of tech.
I love it. So tell us, how do you do that? So say that, you know, the concept behind the social navigation, and it's very unique. So how do you do that? Like,
Yeah.
so let's say I go in there and I start using the app. How do we get off the app?
So once you join the app, right, then you'll see there's communities, there's events. You can either host one or you can join in, and then the app will start making AI icebreaker introductions to people that you have a lot in common with. It'll
Love
say, hey,
that.
Ashley, you should meet Anna because you guys have all these things in common. Start the conversation, and here's this event. You're both going to be at this event. Go meet up there. So it starts pushing and introducing people and nudging them towards real life connection.
Nice. I love that. And how do
Yeah.
you use it? Sounds like there's a lot of AI behind there.
Yes, so the AI is really built into everything. So from your profile, right? The profile setup is an AI profile, through the matchmaking, through, I mean, A to Z. We're gonna be injecting AI, and we're just getting started.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I know that this is kind of a crowded space. And how do you really stay true to the meaningful connection promise rather than just being like another social app? Like,
Yeah, it's a great question, and we get asked that a lot, right? So there's a few things. One, we're not a social app. We call it social navigation. We're a new category of app.
I like that.
What that means is we're like your GPS to your social life. So eventually we're looking at being like the Uber of your social life. You open your app, you get on, who can I connect with at the coffee shop? I'm at the gym, like who can I have a chat about? Who else likes podcasts? Who else wants to walk their dog, right? There's so many people living in condos and they don't know anyone. They're sharing walls.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
walking their dog alone, and so is their neighbor, right? They don't know anyone. So just bridging that gap of being able to connect people.
Yeah, no, I really like that. I think that's really beautiful, the way to do that. And what are some of the key strategies that you're using to build community? Not just users, as, a woman who is leading in tech. Are you focused more on women or everybody, or is there like a niche?
No, so the app, a lot of people ask that because I do a lot of my own all women events. And the reason why I do that is because I love, as I mentioned, surrounding myself with inspiring, kind women. I just like those events. So I use those more as like a marketing tool, and also just like a fun time to get women together and connect them. And people, all my friends, all the girls that come to these events always talk about how different they are, because they're truly meant to connect people. And so I would say, as a community builder, there's obviously many things to be a good community builder. One is just being authentic, right? Yep. Being genuine, being authentic, so that you actually can connect with someone, right? Not being guarded. Another thing is, like the app does, but you can also do in person, is ice breaking. People don't know how to connect anymore. So if you can help lead that ice breaking, if you can help lead people, hey, like being the friend in common. That's another thing we say, CanWe is like your friend in common. We're like, Anna, you have to meet, I don't know, Tiffany. Right. You guys have so many things in common, and you connect them immediately. It's like, hey, it's a trusted source of like, okay, let's get a coffee, right? Yes. Because I, Ashley, told you guys the friend in common, connected you guys. Yep. So that's the whole concept behind CanWe, and that's also, super important as a community builder, is helping people really connect and really make meaningful connection. I'm sure you've been to events here, like where you walk in and people are looking around, checking out everyone's outfits, just in for the cute picture, only talking to the person next to them or the friend that they came with, right? That's not a community.
Yeah, or they're talking shit about the event.
Exactly.
How bad this event is. Like,
exactly. And that's their community event, the brand's community event. It's like, that is not community. That's the anti-community, right? Like, actually bringing people together, actually connecting people is what community is all about.
Yeah. No, and I think that for that, I think events have to be smaller, right? Like,
for sure.
Can't be like hundreds of people.
For sure.
So, and what do you think a threshold for like a size to really build community is? Or like, what should the size be?
Yeah, I mean, that's fairly interesting. For my events, I like to keep it at 40, but we've done events of hundreds of people. I mean, we were invited to NASA Kennedy Space Center to do a wellness event, and that event was 500 people.
Cool.
And so what this does is it breaks it down into interests. So like, you have your people that are interested in AI. You have your people that are interested in dogs. I don't know, I'm just inventing categories. You have your people that are interested in, so it naturally breaks down
into smaller groups of 40 or whatever, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So then everybody has their little like group.
You meet the people you want to meet. So you're in a conference of 500 people, you walk in, you're like, now what?
Awesome. So you guys are also like it could be a conference app as well?
Yes.
All right. So it's like an app, so it's kind of like for everything, right?
It's really across the board for anything. You can use it any setting where you can go and there's people, the app can be used.
I love that.
Yeah.
And with your background in sports, PR, and now tech, how do you integrate performance, communication, and empathy into your leadership?
Ooh, that's a good question. So I think as a leader, I love that you hit on empathy, because I think it's so important. Like, I check in with my employees. I ask them if they're okay, how they're doing, how their mom is, if they look good that day. I tell them, you look like you lost weight, you look great, like, what's going on, tell me. Or if the opposite, I check in, like, maybe you need a few hours, like, get it together and like come back when you're ready. I think when I know I keep talking about the importance of human connection, but I'm so in this space and I'm so wrapped in it and I've fallen in love with it. And it's like, when you connect with someone and you actually care, people want to be cared about. Yes. So when your employees feel cared about and you build that trust, like, you'll be there for them. They know no matter what, if they call me and they need something, I'm there, like a sister.
I love that.
So I've created like a family, and my husband's the same way. My husband's co-CEO, co-founder, and he's exactly the same way. So it's a family environment. It's not, but we're firm, right? Like, if I say something needs to get done, it better get done, and they know that. With love.
We'll talk a little bit about you working with your husband too, because that's very special, and I think not everybody could do that. How do you make that work?
So it's so funny, everybody asks me that, because they're like, well, I would kill him, like, and obviously we have our moments, right, where we're gonna strangle each other. That's totally normal. That's any relationship. But for us, the hardest job that we've ever done together is raising kids, is marriage and raising kids. And so we're already doing that. We're one team. We have one goal. It's like moving our family ahead.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it.
And so it just seems natural. Like, okay, this is our goal now. This is what we're doing. Like, how do we help each other move it forward? It's that simple. And then the challenges and the bickering, like, it's part of it. It's any relationship.
Yeah, no, that's a great answer. And what would you say is your signature go-to look when you want to feel powerful and also connected? I'm sure there's more than one, but what about your favorite?
There's definitely more than one. But I would say, and it's funny that I'm wearing, it's a blazer.
Yeah,
like,
is this
you
one?
can...
Tell me about this blazer, because
yes.
I loved it when I first saw it. I was like, that's so cool.
This blazer is by a Nicaraguan designer who's local to Miami. Her name is Chantal. She won, I'm blanking right now, but one of the shows of, like, you know, fashion design. And she's incredible. She's so nice, mommy. And her designs are just so unique, and I love that. Like, I love unique pieces. I'm not a trend follower at all. I like to, like, have my own style, my own thing going. So she definitely hits that mark.
I love it.
But I would say a blazer, because you can put it with
I love my blazers.
Yeah,
like.
You can wear, I'm wearing jeans, I don't know if you can see, but like you can wear it with jeans, with a silk skirt, with a dress, like anything, and you're like, okay, like, let's do business.
We're closing this deal, right?
We're closing the deal. I feel a blazer is a closing the deal look.
For sure. And how do you think your style has evolved from being an athlete to being in communications to being, a tech founder?
Well, you should have seen me as an
New York
athlete.
to Miami too. That's such a different vibe.
Yeah, so New York was definitely like a lot of black, dark tones, right? I always across the board have worn a lot of white and creams and like neutral tones. I like it. I also have always liked to be more just like chic, like classic style. I like my statement pieces, and I have a few, but I'm definitely more of like a classic, elegant, like that. Timeless. Yeah. Playing basketball, are you kidding me? I was in like sweats, which I still like. I feel like I have no in between. I'm like, dressed up and ready to go, or I'm like in sweats with my kids.
Well, I think it's kind of hard to have an in between look.
Yeah.
It's either like you're
with kids for sure
getting dressed or you're not going for it.
With
right?
kids for sure. It's like out the door,
And how do you, in your view, how does personal style contribute to presence, influence, and leadership, especially for women in tech?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I think personal style and the way you carry yourself are very important. They're very important. And body language, like posture, it's all part of it. I think it shows confidence. I think it does, and honestly, it's not in the price tag. Like I have some of my girlfriends will be like, oh, that dress or whatever it is. I'm like, it's Zara. Like it was $40, exactly. And I love that feeling too. Like of course I like my nice expensive things.
But you pick like cool pieces.
Yes, but it doesn't. You can mix and match, and it's not elegance and style is not in the price tag. I mean, it's nice, but you can do really nice things for less as well. So it's really just the way you carry yourself, and it's so important, I think, especially in work. Obviously, depending on the setting, you should see me at my kids' swim classes. You wouldn't recognize me, but I show up when I need to.
There you go. So, and then the last question I had is like, what do you guys have coming up next for CanWe? What is going on as far as impact, scale, evolution? Yeah. Are you it sounds like are you outside of Florida yet, or are you just kind of like expanding now?
Yes. Okay. So many things. So we're trying to own Florida, to own South Florida, and kind of seep out that way. Uber did that over on the West Coast. So you own a location and you naturally seep out. So that's the plan here. We've done things in the Dominican Republic. We've done things all over, in Paris, like all different countries, all different states. But we launched in Necker Island with Richard Branson.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So the BVIs, that's where we started. So all over, but we would like to like own here and just kind of naturally gain users that way. What's next, girl? This is just the beginning.
Yay!
This is just the beginning for CanWe, and I am so excited. 2026, we have something so exciting that I can't announce yet, but a huge deal, and we are just, honestly, we're having so much fun. Like I said in the beginning, I really feel like I found my purpose, my lane, and seeing the fruits of helping people make connection is like the most fulfilling thing. I really feel like we're on to something, and we're just getting started.
Well, congratulations. That's amazing. Well,
thank you so much.
Now let's move into these shoes. Did you bring shoes or are you wearing them?
I'm wearing them.
Okay, well, let's take one off and you could tell the story behind it.
Oh gosh, yes.
Oh, I love the white. You said you love white.
Oh, white. Glitter inside.
Yeah, I love the glitter. Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's a mom.
That's a mom, yes.
Okay, these shoes, white Manolo Blahniks, I've owned them for years.
And they're quite high too, and you're tall too.
I always wear high heels, and my husband likes mint high heels, which is interesting. But I've had these refurbished. Like, I won't buy a new pair. They're so comfortable. Look, I need to do it again. They're my go-to.
Yeah, but these are like your go-to.
They're my go-to.
Not gonna like do that, you'll fix them again.
They
do
look
that now.
good in any setting, jeans, dress, gown. Like, I'm obsessed.
There ain't nothing like your Manolos, baby. They're
Yeah.
the most comfortable.
That's right.
I would say pretty much true. It's true.
They're the most comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, by far. I'm obsessed.
I think Bottega is, but depending on the shoe.
Depending on the shoe.
Yeah, for sure. But like Manolos, you can't go wrong.
You can't
if you
go
get
wrong.
your size, you could walk like throughout New York to run around.
I have. You see the back of this heel? Mm-hmm. I have walked through and through.
That's like that means you wear your shoes, which I love.
I do wear my shoes, and I love that. And they're family owned still, which I respect that, and I admire that. That's really cool.
Yeah, did you see the Antoinette collection they did? Like,
yes.
That is so cute. I love all of those. They're so like tea, like you need to have a party like
chic,
that.
I know.
Like with those like big like
big
lips. Yes, oh my god. All right, Ashley, well, let's jump into this quick fire round of this or that. Team meeting or one-on-one mentoring?
One-on-one for sure.
Locker room or boardroom?
It's the same for me.
Yes, and I've definitely heard many times that athletes make great founders.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, for me, it's honestly the same. It's the same leadership. It's the same.
Yeah, you're like a team. Like you said, trust. All of those things that go with sports.
For sure.
That's awesome. Sneakers or stilettos or both?
I would choose a sneaker on the daily, but I'll never miss a stiletto moment. I'm always in for a stiletto.
Love that. Late night brainstorming or early morning strategy session?
Time out. I read this to my husband, and he was like, neither. And it's so true. I'm not a morning person.
Are you like a midday person like now?
I'm a midday person.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
catch
awesome.
me midday because morning I'm a gremlin, and at night I'm tired. I've done it all already with my kids, with work, so I'm like, I can't think. I'm neither.
Makes sense. Hey, community dinner or pitch meeting?
Community dinner for sure.
Yes.
Easy.
Mindset coaching or business modeling?
Business modeling. I love brainstorming. My girlfriends are like, I will go for a coffee anytime to help them with their business, anything. I love brainstorming.
Love that. I love that too. Digital connection or in-person coffee?
In-person
coffee. Planning the future or celebrating the wins?
Celebrating the wins. My husband plans the future. I don't have to.
Podcasting or live event?
Both, actually. Podcasting I love because I feel like it's a really deep, meaningful one-on-one conversation, but I love a live event as well. I thrive in live events.
1000%.
Yeah.
Well, Ashley, thank you so much for reminding us that leadership isn't only about the bottom line. It's about connection, intention, and community. Your journey shows us that while tech can scale ideas, it's the human heart behind them that truly transforms. To our listeners, if you've ever felt pulled in multiple directions as a mom, founder, partner, a builder, let this episode offer you a fresh perspective, because sometimes the most powerful thing you could build isn't a product. It's a place where people feel seen, supported, and truly connected.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Ashley.
No, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of
course.
So
fun.
Well, now I'm going to ask you one more thing.
Okay.
That I asked everybody.
Get my shoe on, yes.
You have to pick out a pair of shoes from my closet that best represents you, that you would wear, and we're going to take a nice Polaroid.
Okay.
Keep. So look around, and you're going to go in the white area probably.
Yeah, girl, I know.
Because people go for the pink because it's behind you, but I do have some white things as well.
Okay. I got
neutral things. How tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
Well, that's not. Yeah, that's pretty. That's like
average.
Yeah, average. Yeah, I mean, I'm from Russia, and like, there's some really tall. Like, I actually have a friend who was in the Olympics for basketball in Russia, and she's 6'3".
That's really tall.
Can you like? Yeah, she can't like date because it's like there's nobody taller than her.
Yeah,
You know.
no, that's really hard. This is really hard. What I'm doing.
I know.
Oh my god.
Hey, you can't go wrong with anything.
I know I can't go wrong. I'm actually looking at this one.
Oh my gosh, that would make you like 6 something.
I know.
You don't? Do you have those?
I don't have them.
Yeah, those are kind of like the ones you're
What I'm
wearing.
wearing.
Yeah, but in like pink.
I'm a hot pink girl.
Are you?
Yeah.
Is there somebody that's not a hot? No, I've
Yeah,
had people
yes,
that. Oh my
a
god,
lot.
yeah, they're like, oh my god, I would never touch pink. I'm like, what?
I'm a hot
What?
I have some blonde and light eyes. It looks so good. Hot
Yeah.
pink. Usually my nails are like white or hot pink or friend. Yeah.
Those? All right. Well,
Is that
I like that
crazy?
choice. No, I love that choice. Let's take the photo.